I'm going to show you a nail trimming session with Addie, the mini cattle dog, and first I want to show you how we do her back nails using the bucket game, and then I'm going to show how she's still struggling for her front nails and how I go about making her feel better. This is a little bit of what the bucket game looks like with Addie. She stares at this bucket of treats, and that tells me that she's either ready for me to clip or not ready for me to clip. I taught her this by first training her to look at the bucket. If she still looks at the bucket, I progress from touching, down to her foot, and then to clipping. Addie's a really high energy dog, so I use a lot of little breaks where I play games like touch, and that gives her a break from what we're doing, which is pretty hard for her, and makes me more fun overall. So now I'm going to show you her front feet, and for this, I don't use a bucket for her to stare at. Instead, I use consent as does she stay still or does she not. So anytime she pulls her paw away, I'm not going to clip, and if she holds still, I do clip. See if you can spot other signs of stress in her face as I go through these motions of clipping and not clipping. She's really good for this because you can see that she's still not totally comfortable and that this is a trained behavior that I've worked on, but she's not completely fine in this situation. So the body language and facial expressions you're gonna see are her licking her lips, putting her ears back, looking away from me. Those are all things that I'm paying attention to, but this is a scenario where I do still have to clip her nails for her health. And so even though she's not completely comfortable, I use this consent behavior of does she pull away, does she stay still, so she does feel like she has some sort of control over the situation. If she's struggling and tells me no multiple times in a row, I'll do a few easy ones like just pick up her leg or pick up her foot and give her a treat for that. A really important thing that you'll see here is that even if she pulls a paw away, I still give her a treat. And something that's really interesting when you're training consent is that when animals feel like they have choices, they're actually more likely to say yes. So the key here is to keep going at her pace, and as long as I slow down when she needs me to slow down and I keep this as a fun game, over time she's gotten better and better. And right here you'll see where she jumps up on my face and gives me kisses, and you might think, oh my god, she's excited, she's happy. But she's actually showing an appeasement behavior where she would like me to stop. So I'm taking that into account too, and I'm doing as few nails as possible so that I can get her finished, and then we're gonna move on to a scratch board. So after I clipped the longest, most important nails on her front feet, I'm using a scratch board to get the rest of the nail off so that I don't have to keep pushing her when she's not ready, and we get to end our session on a fun note. If you want to learn more about how to train like this, like and subscribe to my channel and stay tuned for more content.